and welcome to today's 5 at 5. I am so glad you joined me today. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Today I want to read from Hebrews chapter 12, beginning with verse 1, and I'm going to read from the New Living Translation, and it says, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a huge crowd of witnesses to the life of faith, let us strip off every weight that slows us down, especially the sin that so easily trips us up. And let us run with endurance the race God has set before us. We do this by keeping our eyes on Jesus, the champion who initiates and perfects our faith. Because of the joy awaiting him, he endured the cross, disregarding its shame. Now he is seated in the place of honor beside God's throne. Think of all the hostility he endured from sinful people. Then you won't become weary and give up. After all, you have not yet given your lives in your struggle against sin. And have you forgotten the encouraging words God spoke to you as his children? He said, 'My child, don't make light of the Lord's discipline and don't give up when he corrects you, for the Lord disciplines those he loves and he punishes each one he accepts as his child.' As you endure this divine discipline, remember that God is treating you as his own children. Who ever heard of a child who is never disciplined by its father? If God doesn't discipline you as he does all of his children, it means that you are illegitimate and are not really his children at all. Since we respected our earthly fathers who disciplined us, shouldn't we submit even more to the discipline of the Father of our spirits and live forever? For our earthly fathers disciplined us for a few years, doing the best they knew how. But God's discipline is always good for us, so that we might share in his holiness. No discipline is enjoyable while it is happening. It's painful. But afterwards, there will be a peaceful harvest of right living for those who are trained in this way. So take a new grip with your tired hands and strengthen your weak knees. Mark out a straight path for your feet so that those who are weak and lame will not fall, but become strong." That was Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1 to verse 13. There's so much here. And as we celebrate this Lenten season, I think it's really important for us to consider what might be hindering us. If we go back and we look at the verse here, it says, "Let us strip off every weight that slows us down." What's slowing you down today? What has you weighted, heavy laden, burdened down? What is it? And then it says, especially the sin that so easily trips us up. Is there anything tripping you up today? Maybe it's something that you find yourself continuing to struggle with over and over again. Struggle with maybe getting angry with someone or, whatever it might be. You know what it is, but what could be tripping you up? I know what trips me up. And the thing about it is sometimes we don't realize that, we think we are no longer going to be tripped up by something, only to find that, we end up getting tripped up by that same thing again. And sometimes the reason for that is pride. We think that we are better than we really are. We think we have grown more than we really have, whatever it might be. What I love about these verses here is it talks about God's discipline. And when we talk about sin and how God convicts us, when he shows us our sin, and I don't know about you, but that is truly my prayer, is that the Lord would show me me and show me these things that he's not pleased with, the sin that so easily besets me. And so when he shows it to me, as he does every day, I sometimes it can become overwhelming, and I can become very disappointed with myself. But here's the blessing that I see in all of this. One, I will never reach perfection in this life. Not as long as I am in this flesh. I will not. And I'm reminded of my great need for God. And in these verses, I'm so blessed to see that he disciplines those he loves. He disciplines his children. And so I pray that in this season of Lent, you will allow the Lord to put the light on you, that you'll look in the mirror of God's word, and that you would allow him to show you things that he's not pleased with, your ways, different things you do. Let him show you, and don't get upset. Don't be offended. Be grateful, because it indicates that you're his child. And when God disciplines us, it is truly for our good and for his glory. I pray that this has blessed you. I pray that you will share it with someone else, and that you will always remember that we are not blessed just to be blessed. We are blessed to be a blessing. I look forward to seeing you on the next 5 at 5.